He was back in Santa Fe within 2 days, and on the first clear night, he drove up to the site. The road out of Alamogordo climbed in switchbacks, then turned onto a dirt track where the truck had to go into second gear, and the last 8 miles took as long as the first 40. Arthur knew every stone on that road. Usually, by the top of the climb, something inside him settled. The town fell away, business fell away, and only the sky and the work remained. This time, nothing settled. Manny Ortiz stepped out of the trailer in the compound, flannel shirt over his shoulders, and raised a hand.
You're early this month.
Missed the place.
Good forecast. Wind should die down by midnight.
Arthur opened the dome, powered up the mount, started the camera cooling. Everything was familiar to the point of automatism. Check the polar alignment, take 3 stars for the pointing model, shoot flats against the twilight sky, fit the focusing mask. His hands did the work. His head was somewhere else. He slewed to Capricornus, low, unremarkable, hanging above the southern ridge as a triangle of faint stars no one ever bothered to shoot. On the laptop screen, the first subframe subs came up. 600 seconds, a band of noise, then points slowly emerging out of it. Arthur watched the photons accumulate, and for the first time in 20 years, he wasn't thinking about whether he had enough signal, but about where that signal had come from.
There's Deneb Algedi, 39 years.
Its light had left the star the same year that 15-year-old Arthur Langford was gluing together his first telescope out of a cardboard tube on a kitchen table in Tucson. While that light was in flight, nearly his whole life had happened. College, Kid Peak, marriage, Nora's birth, Ellen's death, 300 nights on this mountain. All of it fit inside a single beam that had simply been traveling and knew nothing about any of it.
There's Castra, 157 years at minimum.
That afternoon, he'd gone digging through the catalogs and confirmed that the woman in the uncomfortable dress had been right about this one, too. 3 sources, 3 numbers, 3 sources, 3 numbers, and every one of them larger than hers. He didn't know where the star actually stood. Nobody knew. All that was known was that it wasn't closer. Its light had left when there was no Alamogordo here yet, no railroad, not a single fence post on the whole plain, or much, much earlier than that. That was the worst part. Not that the picture was assembled out of lights of different ages, but that he couldn't even say how different.
There's M13, right at the edge of the frame. 27,000 years, ice sheets, mammoths, no history at all.
And all of it landed on the same sensor during the same exposure, neatly, layer on layer, and resolved into a picture he would call, tomorrow, the Capricornus field, and caption as fact. Arthur caught himself standing with his head tipped back, working out which of them might have died and when. Castra could have gone dark in his great-grandfather's lifetime, or 400 years before that, and he would never know. M30 might not exist at all. 27,000 years was a long time even for a cluster. It was probably still there, but there was no way to check. Nothing could be checked. The sky wasn't a place. The sky was a post office where every letter arrived on the same day, written in different centuries, and the senders were, quite possibly, long dead.
Coffee.
Manny brought a mug over without asking.
Yeah.
They stood together for a while. The wind really had dropped. The Milky Way stood over the dome, so dense, It looked like a physical object. Something like a cloud of dust you could reach up and brush away.
Manny, you know we're not looking at stars, we're looking at their old photographs. Photographs of different ages, all of them. Everything up there is a picture that never existed at any single moment.
Manny thought about it, took a swallow from his own mug.
So?
What do you mean so? It means that thing isn't there right now, not in any form.
Arthur pointed up.
Arthur, I've been up here 31 years. In winter, the water in my tank freezes solid. In summer, lightning hits the rod and I count the seconds. I watched you cry the first time you shot your own nebula. Don't you tell me you didn't.
I didn't cry.
You cried.
Manny finished his coffee.
The sky doesn't owe anybody honesty. It owes you existence. It's there. Everything else is your business.
He went off to sleep. That night, Arthur shot 206 frames and never opened a single one once he was home.